Zach LaVine right now is one of the most interesting players in the NBA. He's ranking top 5 in points, and he's actually the face of what has been a struggling team for the last couple of years. And he may be the one piece that could turn it all around for the Chicago Bulls. But are we in a position to win? Are the Chicago Bulls in the position to actually contend anytime soon? And with those questions being asked, would the best move be to trade Zach LaVine? Let's talk about it. As we know, we are currently 6-8. We are trending in the right direction. Us being the Chicago Bulls, we're 6-8, trending in the right direction. We're at right now, though, it does seem as we're going through the growing pains. So it would be kind of absurd to ask the question, should we trade Zach LaVine right now? But you got to consider a couple of things. Zach isn't getting any younger. So that's point one. Are we wasting his prime years? Right now, the Bulls are going through a top-down reconstruction. We're rebuilding all the way. Getting rid of some people in positions that shouldn't have been in for a long time. Getting a new head coach in there. We're going through a whole new system regime, which could put us in a situation where we're building for the next 4 to 5 years. Would Zach want to stick around for that? For someone who's, well, his skill set and his talent, he's actually he's expressed his desire to get in the playoffs and contend and compete at a very high level, something he has not been afforded. And this may be a cautionary tale for us because we can see what Devin Booker's been going through and what they had to do to get him pieces before he potentially left. So at this point, will the Chicago Bulls make similar moves? We don't know. It doesn't look like it. And for that very reason, because of his desire to actually contend and play for a contending team, because we haven't made the necessary moves as of yet to get those particular veteran pieces around him, our best option for our young core may be to get rid of our most valuable piece for other pieces that we can build with and rely on some of the other young stars that are still on this team. Secondly, we haven't got any veteran presence on it. Until we get a veteran who can actually help control the flow of game, control how things go in late game situations, which is really what's been killing us right now. Coaching only goes so far, but you actually need a player who's been in those positions to actually know when to slow the game down, when to speed it up, and things of that nature. Until we get or we pair our star with someone like that, we are solely relying on our youth and inexperience and only what Billy Donovan can do, and that's a tall task. Every good coach has had some type of veteran point general or someone with the ball in their hands late game to help control that offense and then help mold their young talent. We currently don't have that. In fact, I've said it several times. It sounds like an interesting trade. It could work out if they were to bite, but trading for Mike Conley would actually help us a whole lot because while Kobe White is probably the point guard for the Chicago Bulls future, he isn't what we need right now. And I don't think that's something that's just going to develop within the next couple of years. That takes time. And that may not be time that Zach LaVine wants to give us. Lastly, we have to talk money. Right now, overall, the overwhelming opinion is Zach is great. Zach is good. We should pay him, but we shouldn't pay him that much. That being that he's coming up and deserving of a max contract. But what would that do? Would that prohibit us to get that talent in? What can we do with that type of situation? A lot of people have said that they wouldn't pay him. They would trade him. Not necessarily because of him, but because of the state of the team. And for us to pay him all of that money without putting people around him, we are still wasting a talented player's career. And so I ask you, what do you think? What in the comments, let me know what you think, how you feel about it, because the opinions have ranged all the way from trading him to actually just maxing him out and paying him this money. And you know what? This is still a Chicago team. And from the Cubs to the Bulls to the Bears, we've made some very interesting moves when it came to paying people when we really should. Another thing we want to talk about is it too early to have these conversations? I don't think so. Why would it be too early when we're already 20% through the season? It's a totally different season. We have the play-in coming. This season is going to fly by, and we're going to be having these conversations that were, believe it or not, already starting in August of 2020 We need to start having these conversations now. We really need to start putting this on the table, because while we're all getting our hopes up and wanting the Chicago Bulls to do well and do great, and trust me, I really do. It gives me something to actually talk about. We have to consider the probability that with the top-down rebuild, our best thing for the organization and for the people there is to move them. You let me know. This is, once again, I appreciate everyone in Breeze Nation. This is your boy P.kidd signing out. Back at it again, as my man Pat always says. And until next time, peace.